Back Pittsburgh, PA, once again with the man, the legend as they call him, Hal Bell. How you doing today, Hal?
Great.
Oh, we're talking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 49, Hal. Tell us your opinion on the Super Bowl, what happened, how it ended, what do you think of the Super Bowl?
Okay, that was probably the greatest Super Bowl I've ever seen played. Okay, and you know what the way, like when the Patriots got the lead, then the Seahawks counted back.
Right.
And then there were a lot of great plays in between. But I guess the one that everybody is talking about is the call. I think that was
that's what they should call that.
That
right?
was the worst play call.
They should name that the call.
That was the worst play call in the history of organized football. Okay, you had 20 seconds left. You have the ball at the 1.5.
Well, 1 yard line.
Okay, you could have gave it to Lynch. If he doesn't get in the first 2 times, he has a third time.
Right.
And even after that, if they're going to key on Lynch, well, Wilson could do a bootleg.
I agree.
And take it in that way. It was the worst call in the history of organized.
Hey, I agree with you. 99% of America agrees with you.
Yeah,
Who made that call, Hal?
Pete Carroll did.
Or him or the offensive coordinator?
Well, the offensive coordinator did it. This is the biggest game of the year. If Pete Carroll doesn't like it, he could overrule him.
So let me ask you this, Hal.
And he did overrule him.
Okay, why don't the Seahawks do the right thing and just fire Pete Carroll right now? Get rid of him.
Well,
why do you want him back? Why do you want him back next year? So what? So what?
And they would have to see a Hughes out there, and it would be like building a team again.
If I'm Marshawn Lynch, I ask for a trade. If they're not going to put you in the ball game, they're not going to give you the ball in that situation.
Yeah. See, the thing is, you as fans, I guess with the team it's different, but as us as fans don't know what Marshawn Lynch is feeling or thinking. He doesn't talk. They ask him a question, he puts his hand out.
Yeah, but you know what he's thinking now. You know what he's thinking. He's not a stupid guy.
Well, he's probably thinking, but he's thinking.
Okay, so you're saying the call was the worst in the history of the game?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it was horrible, but you know what though? Pete Carroll goes back to his college days too. He cost USC a couple games.
Okay.
From back home, he won't give the ball to Bush.
To who?
Reggie Bush.
Didn't know that.
They had that bowl game against Texas, and instead of trying to pound it with Bush by the goal line, he took it out of Bush's stance and put it into our liners, and they got stuffed.
Then remember that, Hal. That's what we thought.
Well, that's the one.
All right, Hal. So you didn't like the call?
No. It was a horrible.
Okay, as usual. Then that cost you your pick too, Hal. That cost you your pick.
Well, you know what? When a coach makes a bad call, that costs a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Probably 100,000 million Seahawks fans.
Right, exactly. All right, as usual, the man, the legend, Howie Bell.